Hey, John Carver here from the John Carver Show. Thanks for tuning in today. I have a special treat for you today. It's going to blow your mind. But I have my daughter, Juliana, here. She's sitting on my lap right next to the microphone. And I invite her in because I thought you'd want to hear from her. And we're going to talk a little bit for just a few minutes or so here about our trip to the ocean. Say hello, Julie.
Hi.
So we were able to go down to the ocean on the east coast of Maryland for a week thanks to an organization called Believe in Tomorrow. They allowed us to stay down at the ocean about 5 years ago when Juliana first got sick, but they allowed us to go down there again. So we had a 3-bedroom condo, 2-bath, and it was plenty of room for all 8 of us. We have 8 people in our household. So I just wanted to kind of ask Juliana some questions about her trip to kind of get you an update on how she experienced it. So Julie, talk to me a little bit about our trip and the beach. Describe the beach and what you did on the beach.
Okay, so we went down, of course. We walked on the beach, collected some seashells, and got wet.
Did you fall in at all or no?
Yes, I was walking on the beach and the waves caught my leg and I fell.
Uh-oh. But that was fun too, right?
Yes, it was funny.
And I think I took some pictures of you burying your brother.
Yes.
Tim. I mean, you had him buried up to his neck. You and others buried him up to his neck, right?
Yes, Christy and me.
Right. And then when we first got there, you buried your legs.
Yes.
So you couldn't even move even if you wanted to, right?
Yes, I was trying very more, but it was hard.
But it was fun, right?
Yes.
Was the water cold?
Yes.
Really?
But I was home. Well, not home, but it was in the hospital.
So anything's better than the hospital, right?
Yes.
So during our trip, we had a chance to go on a speedboat. Tell me about that.
Yes, I got to drive it.
Wow, that was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
I got to go up on the ladder and drive with the captain. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
But it was so much fun, wasn't it?
Yes.
Were we going really fast?
Yes.
What did we see while on the speedboat?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. What do you think about that?
It was fun. Very, very fun and cool.
We saw them jump out of the water and do all kinds of tricks, right? It was pretty cool. Then one day we went fishing. Tell me about that.
I caught a crab. And Timmy caught like 5 crabs. He was the first one to get the fishing rod and all. And Mom caught a fish, a small little fish.
Right.
We filmed that, of course.
Was it really hot out there that day or no?
Yes.
It was kind of beating down on your head, right?
Mm-hmm. I was like sweating through everything.
So we were out there for like 2 hours or so, right?
Yes, I was. And I had that life jacket on. It was like, yeah.
Right, they made you wear a life jacket because you were younger than 12 years old.
Yes.
It was not only tight, but it was hot, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Like heat.
What else did you enjoy about fishing?
Just having fun.
Just hanging out with everybody?
Uh-huh.
Now, when you get bigger, would you want to buy a boat yourself and be one who fishes a lot, or is that kind of too boring for you?
No.
Probably not?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So we went fishing, then we went to a water park. Tell me about that.
We went down this big slide. It was like about a minute long. You go down on a raft and splash in the water. It was fun.
Awesome. It was really, really hot that day. It was in the high 90s at least.
And we went on this other one, the lazy river. We went on the lazy river. And I wanted to get off, and I got off at the wrong place, and my feet went up in the air. And I was like, ah! And the tide or whatever was carrying me away. I was like, Mom, help!
Oh, no. I missed that part.
Oh, it was funny.
So did your head go under or no?
Yes.
Did it really?
I went under. My feet were sticking up.
Oh.
My head was in the water.
Oh my gosh. What else did we do while we were down in the ocean?
We went to some restaurants.
Tell me about those.
First we went to Mancini's.
What was that like?
Fun.
What did you order? Do you remember?
Scallops.
She loves scallops.
And shrimp.
Loves seafood, right?
Yes, that's my favorite kind.
So we did that one night.
And then we went to Phillips.
Oh, we got to spend 2 hours on Phillips, at least. Talk to me about Phillips.
I had 3 plates of food there. Mostly crab. I had like 2 crab legs, 1 small crab, a dozen shrimp, and a dozen mussels and clams. And I think that's it. I'm not sure. And some strawberries.
And watermelon.
And watermelon.
Now, just so you guys know, she's on something called Megace, which has stimulated her appetite. Because last time, like 2 times ago, when she was in the hospital, she didn't eat at all, so she was dropping a ton of weight. So the doctors recommended we put her on that, like she was on 5 years ago, and now she's eating more than Mom and Dad. And she's gained her weight back, and she's looking great. So tell me more about Phillips.
Well, and afterwards we got some stuff. We got a hat and 2 shirts.
With Phillips' name on it, right?
Uh-huh.
One day we went to a place called Jolly Rogers, right?
Yeah.
Which is a little amusement park. Tell me about that.
Well, the first ride we went on was the merry-go-round. Or and then the second one was the fast one that went in a circle. And I'm screwing my head off. It's like, it's going fast in a circle. It's going up and inside and around and up. It's like, and it doesn't seem that safe because, like, you're leaning. And I'm leaning on Mom because the place, it's always, because when you go around, it pushes you on the side.
Right.
I'm like, get me off this thing. I'm not doing this again.
You were screaming pretty loud. I remember. No! I heard no!
Well, I was off. My stomach and head was so dizzy.
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm not getting on the roller coaster. I'm not getting on the ASAP ride. And then...
The Ferris wheel.
Yes, the Ferris wheel. And what was that other one that we went?
It was
that swing.
Right.
It was a swing that it was very relaxing, not scary at all.
Well, for you, I was scared.
Oh, yeah. We did bumper cars.
That was fun. You enjoyed that.
Yes.
And I have pictures and video if anybody wants some to see them. What else at Jolly Rogers? Now, you and I got on a little ride.
We also got on that train.
Yes, we did. We got on a little kid train that went around the whole park. But then you and I got on the little balloon ride.
You didn't like that.
Oh my gosh! Tell us about it.
You spun around in a little balloon cup and circles fast a bit. It like the balloon spins while you spin, and it was just crazy. About 5 minutes we won, and then when we got off, that was like, I gotta sit down.
Exactly. I had to sit down because it was going round and round and round. I was like, oh, I'm too old for this. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting wet. Are you getting wet?
Yes.
How am I getting wet?
This is really scary.
Hold on. Oh. Oh, all right.
Oh, it feels nice with that in the water.
I feel that.
What was that spit?
I don't know where it's coming from.
Check my mood ring.
Okay. Very cool.
Whoa, fun! Isn't this fun, Daddy?
Yes, it is, baby.
Woo! Hi, Mom! Hi, Mom! Woo!
Wild.
Not that bad. I remember I went on it one year. It's stopping. That was fun.
So, Juliana, why don't you talk to me now about the difference between this time in the hospital you spent a week and in early June when you spent a week. Talk about the first time, this time around, in early June when you were sick all the time. Explain how that was for that whole week.
It wasn't fun, but it was better than the old one because the rooms are bigger, and because last time it was so small and cramped, you couldn't fit anyone in there.
Right, the new children's wing at Sinai Hospital in Baltimore is open now, so it's much nicer. It's cleaner. The air's scrubbed,
Yes,
so there's no smells. Right.
Haven't thrown up yet.
Right. So this last time you were in there for a week, you didn't throw up one time, right?
Yeah.
And you were able to eat the whole week. You didn't miss any meals at all. Is that right?
Well, I didn't eat much because the hospital food is not that good.
That's funny.
Pretty much the only things I get is when they're not cooked.
So you like fresh fruit and
sometimes I get bacon for the morning, but usually I have cereal for the morning.
And they have a nice playroom there now at the hospital, right?
Yes.
So you go to the hospital for a week every 3 weeks, right?
Yes.
To get treatment and chemo and all that. So you're stuck in really jail, right?
But first I was getting shots for
Good point.
the shots twice a day, but then they changed it to once. And then now that we got the echocardiogram or whatever.
It was a clot. She had a clot in her vena cava, which is a major vein. So she had to get 2 shots a day in her belly in order
legs. Arms.
to get rid of this clot. So the clot went away, and then the shots
went away too.
Yay! Because she had bruises all over her stomach and arm and leg.
But now we only have to get them once every 3 weeks or something.
Right. And that's a different one. That's to help keep what's Tammy? The counts up. Is that it? To help her body make more white blood cells to fight off disease.
You gave me my first one.
I did. I gave her her first shot. That shot cost $3,000, and let me tell you, I was a little nervous giving it to her. I have some photographs of that if you want to see it. But oh my gosh, I was, and Juliana wanted me to give her the shot. I had never given her shots. In 5 years, my wife gave her all the shots, and believe me, Juliana's had a ton of shots while she's been sick since 2007.
Yeah, I forced him to give it.
Yes, you believe that? My little 10-year-old said, "Daddy, you can do it. You can do it." I said, "Julie, I don't have to do it. Mommy can do it. She's really good at it." "No, Daddy, I want you to do it," right?
Yes, and you did awesome.
Wow, I'm so flattered. My 10-year-old complimented me. She's so wonderful. So is there anything else that you want to talk about and share about anything at all? Let's talk about the dog. Explain that day that we got home from the hospital, and I think a day or two after that, we heard about. Let me back up. I asked Juliana one time in the last few weeks. I said, if you had 3 wishes, what would those 3 wishes be? She said, well, one would be not to have cancer at all, and I said, I understand that, and we're working on that one. She said, this is probably not in order. And she said number 2 was to have $1 billion. $1 billion.
All the money in the world.
All the money in the world. And number 3 was a
dog.
A dog. Now, let me tell you, my wife and I have been not so excited about getting a dog because we have 6 kids. So 6 kids is a lot to handle, and my son Tim is just poking Mommy right now and with a big smile on his face. So since Juliana's been going through some rough times, I thought, my wife and I thought maybe we need to get Juliana a dog. So describe the day when we went up to meet Maddie.
Okay, first we were looking up. There was 2 dogs we saw, Boomer and Scuffles. We were gonna get Boomer, but he already was adopted. and Scruffle was just all they had a family. But the next day, while I was still in the hospital, they called and said they found a dog just rescued. So a few days later, about a week later, we went and saw her. And we didn't really think we were going to get her so early. And so, of course, they watched her and washed her and groomed her and all. And she was really, and I decided to name her Maddie because she was all matted up and she had a cute little sweater on. She didn't like it. So, and we talked and petted her, of course. And then they said that we could take her home. And everyone, of course, was like, please, can we take her home? So we did. Saturday. Like, 3 weeks
That was
ago.
3 weeks ago now, right?
Mhm. And she's doing good. Her name's Maddie. It was Mattie, but we changed it to Dee, not TT. So it's Maddie.
Maddie, right.
Mhm.
What do you like about her?
Well, she's small. She doesn't bite much. She does have little teeth though, but she's just a very lovable dog. Every time someone comes to see her, she gets all excited.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yay, someone's playing with me, come on, let's go. Get some energy out.
She's a good little dog, isn't she?
Mhm. But every night she barks and barks and barks. She's very loud.
What do you like best about having a dog?
I'm not really sure.
How about it, Tim? What do you like best about having a dog?
My favorite thing about having a dog is having a dog.
Oh, that's pretty ingenious.
And it was, because when we got her, still a week later, we still can't believe it. Because she's my very first dog.
That's right. First dog ever, right?
Yes.
She's a good dog. All the kids love her to pieces. And then we didn't plan on getting the dog until we got back from the ocean. So the Bell family was kind enough to dog sit while we were away at the ocean. And I believe that the Bell kids fell in love with Maddie.
Yes.
Because they came by our house last night, and Maddie remembered them. You could really tell that she was very excited
She was
to see.
jumping all over.
Right.
And it was fun.
So did you want to thank everybody for their cards and their gifts? A lot of people have sent cards and gifts and emails. You want to talk about that?
Thank you very much for all your prayers and everything. They help a lot, and it just means a lot. So thank you very much for praying for me.
And you received quite a few cards,
Yeah.
right? Including from overseas. You got some candy from overseas.
Mm-hmm.
Packages and cards from all
Maddie hasn't been getting for the candy.
That's right. We keep the candy away from Maddie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've gotten quite a few cards, several gifts from people all across the United States, and a few from other parts of the world, which is really neat. In fact, I'm getting emails from New Zealand, let's see, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, parts of Europe, South America, let me think where else. All over the United States, including Alaska and Hawaii,
Wow.
Canada, all about Juliana, and they're praying for her so much. And I want to let everybody know who's been praying for her, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please keep praying for her, right?
Yes, please.
Because we have a long way to go, right?
Yes.
We're going to try to kick this cancer in the butt.
And it's next week will be our second or third time in the hospital.
Our third time this year for chemo.
Yes.
So every third week you have to spend a week in the hospital.
Yes.
Pardon me? Right, and tomorrow is our PET scan to really see what's going on with the tumors in her body. We believe they're shrinking because of
That's
how.
what we want.
Right, absolutely. So pray that they're shrinking, and ideally, if they're gone, just pray that they just go away and don't ever come back again. That's our long-term prayer. to really keep her healthy, because that's so important to all of us. There's been so many kind people who've either stopped me on the street, or they get my flyer that I've sent out, or they listen to the show and hear about her, or read my blog, or read my books and really see or read about her. It's just been amazing how kind people have been as we've walked hand in hand with Juliana in this journey. Certainly it's been scary many, many times.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. In a few weeks, we're going to go to Hershey Park.
That's right. We were invited to go to Hershey Park for a couple of days, which is an amusement park in Pennsylvania, for those that are out of state. So we're going to have some fun there. Hence, Hershey Chocolates is based in that area. So I dare say that we'll gain at least another pound or two, right? Up there. Uh-oh, she's patting my belly. Uh-oh. So Juliana gained 3 pounds at the ocean, and I had lost 8 pounds it's a long story how I lost 8 pounds. But anyway, I gained 3 of them back. So she gained 3 and I gained 3, right? And we needed her to gain weight, so that was a good thing. But what was really cool is this time she was in the hospital for the week. She was eating, which is so different, because in the past she just couldn't eat. She was just vomiting all the time. It was horrible.
It was terrible. It was just so cramped and cluttered. But now the hospital is like 5-10% better than the old one.
Right. It's a big change, huh?
Yeah.
And our doctors are so amazing, aren't they?
Nice.
Do you remember their names?
Some.
Dr. Wiley is one.
And
Dr. Fixler. He's actually known you a long time, about 5 years. And then Dr. Unguru. And a lot of nurses and other colleagues behind the scenes that have really been helping her a lot. So we're down to our last 90 seconds here on the show. Julie, is there anything else that you want to say or share with anybody or everybody on the show?
Just keep praying for me, please. I need those prayers. And because last week and all, we're going to be busy in the hospital like this month, so we're not going to be able to get much done.
Oh,
and
quickly.
And hopefully, because I was in the hospital all that week, for 4th of July, we're going to have an 11th of July.
Right, because we didn't get a chance to have fun on the 4th, so we're going to have a special evening at our house on the 11th and shoot off some fireworks and other sparklers. We're out of time. Thanks for listening to the John Carver Show. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, I do believe in you. Have a great day.